No, EU has not been patched yet. So, getting right into the game after the advertisement, starting off quick here. A lot of buys going out. Just to let you guys know, you're tuning into the Reign of Gaming International Invitational. CLG.EU is going to be your purple team, while Teamless is going to be your blue team. This is game 2. Teamless did end up winning the first game in a fantastic match. Now, just so people know, this is on the EU West realm. The new patch hasn't quite hit yet. So there's no spec mode, the nerfs and whatnot to certain champions haven't quite happened. So this is as you've come to expect in the past few weeks since the Hecarim patch. So this is the game that you know. Now it looks like CLG wants to do something here, but Vlad is pinging, so he definitely knows he doesn't want to get caught here. No skills picked up yet on Alistar, deciding whether he wants to take pummel or headbutt. He wants to get a flash pummel in there, most definitely. Kog'Maw already going ahead to take up his Bio-Arcane Barrage because there is hardly any other choice when it comes to that matter. He can get his slow if he thinks there's a level 1 fight, but the Bio-Arcane just does so much more damage.
It looks like they're going to transition right over to CLG's blue and just take that at the start. Vlad may try to steal, just try to be a pain, but no, it looks like he's going to go away too.
But at the same time, Teamless is transitioning over to CLG's blue, so it looks like they're just going to trade blues here. Let's see. So it's so interesting to see the past few months, really. The Boots 3 pots is like such a common starter. Doran's rings and blades and shields, not so much shields, but rings and blades used to be so prevalent. You know, you used to see them just about in every match on every character. But people liking that sustain now. So they're just taking it.
Yep, and Vlad came in and tried to do something, but there were too many of them there. That would have been a really bad idea.
So Nautilus already going out and taking down CLG's blue. Did he burn? Udyr did not burn his smite on stealing the blue, so he could transition maybe to red. It looks like him and Alistar may be going for an early gank up top against Vladimir. Vladimir does have his transfuse. He's not going to have Sanguine Pool to get away from this, and he also has Ghost, so this could be bad for him if he gets CC'd for just long enough. They're waiting on Wicked maybe to become level 2 to get Equilibrium Strike. No, they decided to bear stance out. They're going to get a stun off. The flash stun happens. Here comes the pummel, and it looks like Vladimir may go down here. No, he does burn a heal through the Ignite. He's able to sustain himself and not die underneath his own tower.
Wow, incredible starting damage out there from Fizz. This could be problematic for Ahri.
Yeah, every time Froggen blows a potion, I'm pretty sure Tabs is probably going to make it a note to get in there with his Urchin Strike and Seastone Trident and apply the Grief's Wound so he doesn't get the full effect of the potion, because that's something that Fizz can really do and really able to bully around other mids and other people who just need that sustain. Nautilus doing a great job of stealing Udyr's race. And just going to continue on into Udyr's jungle. Coming up top for this Irelia here, she has the Equilibrium Strike and the Heaton style. She has all of her skills here, so she's able to sustain well. Nautilus coming in from behind. Let's see what happens here. He gets the snare off and the slow. He activates his shield. He does have his dredge line. He catches Wicked with it. I don't know if Wicked's going to go down. A long range flash over that top wall. That is so hard ever since Flash was nerfed a long time ago. But a great flash by Wicked there.
Yeah, very good job. That is, I mean, ever since the nerfs to flash range, that has really gotten difficult.
And there's the damage from Fizz onto Ahri. And that was really good. I guess I never really thought of it. He's using his Seastone Trident and Urchin Strike to get in there, and when she throws out her E, he's able to dodge essentially one pass of it, which he just used to dodge the true damage pass of it. So that's a really good exchange for him, actually.
We got
so good right now.
3 here at mid, possibly going in after. No,
yeah, Janna has transitioned up from bot lane to put on a little bit of pressure. There are no wards yet from CLG, so they don't know where Janna is. Janna already gone ahead and laid down an early ward at Dragon, scared of those Udyr ganks coming down bot. But it looks like no action has really happened bot. Kog'Maw is at 15 CS to Graves 25, so Graves already building a slight advantage using Janna's shield and AD boost, and also his fantastic buckshot burst damage to keep Kog'Maw away from those creeps a little bit and securing 10 CS difference right now for himself. And then up top, same thing. You got Vlad farming to his heart's content, 21 CS to Irelia's 15. The real caveat there is that Irelia is melee, so she is going to have to go in there for CS and potentially be hit with a couple tides of blood or a transfusion from Vladimir. Vladimir, of course, or Irelia rather, has the built-in sustain of Heat-10 style. Vladimir does too, and he is really, really known for it. Obviously, he's Vladimir. But Irelia trying her best to keep in there, keep in the fight, because she has to be in the fight and she has to be auto-attacking to sustain herself, while Vlad can use his move speed, quints, and boots to keep a safe distance. And Nautilus looks like he wants to get a bush gank here. Vladimir going to go ahead and shove the lane to allow his deep sea brethren to enter that top brush and allow Wicked to counter push and maybe get a gank off here, Nautilus. But here comes Udyr from behind. The Equilibrium Strike does stun the Vladimir. He's thankfully pulls right off the bat. Will Wicked go down here? No. Oh, he does go down there with a nice last-minute transfusion from the Vladimir. Vladimir burning Ghost to get out of there. A great immobilize from Nautilus saved his buddy's life right there. Oh man, Udyr smelled blood and was trying to get that Vlad, but a last-second auto attack from Nautilus snared him in place, and Vladimir was able to get away.
Yeah, and they actually both got out there, which is very surprising. They were low health, but Udyr just not enough health to be confident in chasing them there. And that's one of those things, you gave up first blood, you don't know how risky you want to be and give up the second kill. Oh, this could be problems. No, Udyr's going to get out just fine.
Yeah, Snoopy was just a little bit too low on mana to really do anything. He's going to go back into his jungle with his turtle stance and try to get back a little bit of that. He may actually just go back. Let's see what happens. Yep, he is going to go back. He does have 400 gold to his name. Let's see what he does. Probably picks up a heart of gold at this point in time. Not quite sure. Yeah, he does pick up a heart of gold and a ward just for good measure. In mid, it looks like Ahri is sitting at a 45 CS to Fizz's 39. Or rather, see how well he does last hitting at this tower. He's missed 2, gets the 3rd, and he misses that one as well. So Ahri doing a great job of kind of zoning those last tower hits away from Fizz by using her Orb of Deception, making him miss just a couple of those. Fizz going to take this blue buff for himself, and Ahri not with the blue buff quite yet. It'll spawn. And actually, in the beginning, Nautilus didn't kill the small camp, so I didn't quite get a timer of when Udyr went and cleaned up those small camps. Here comes the gank in mid. Nautilus does have red buff. He is gonna, he barely misses the dredge line. Ahri has a great spirit rush out of the way of that dredge line so as to not get pulled. Ahri doesn't need to burn a flash there, still holding on to both summoner spells, and that's just Ahri for you.
Yeah, so the mobility is going to give Nautilus trouble throughout the game. The problem is Ahri's also a little bit lower health for an AP. So when it does hit, Ahri is in real trouble. Ahri may not get out as well as some others might.
Both AP mids, however, going Doran's Ring, so they're a little bit tankier than you would normally imagine. They both have roughly 1200 health. There's the Fizz ultimate onto the Kog'Maw. That is going to knock him up. The Ignite goes down. The Trickster is going to finish off Kog'Maw. And wow, that was a great tower dive right there. He took no damage from that tower because that Trickster was timed so perfectly.
That was incredible. I can see why they would ban Fizz against Teamless. That was just an incredible gank. There was nothing Kog'Maw could have done about that.
Man, oh man, this is going interesting well for Teamless right now. Looks like they're going to try to secure a dragon here. They know Irelia's top. They're not quite sure where Arya Udyr is, but it is of no concern to them. They're going to go ahead and take this 4 down here. Let's see what happened. They got it. Easy. Easy mode. That dragon will be up.
Yeah, CLG didn't even head that way.
No, CLG hardly even has it warded, to be honest. They've got a ward right here in this brush that there's not even an official name for this brush. It's just below their mid tower, though. But that's one of the 2 wards they have on the map. The other one is up top, placed by Irelia. The ping's going down. It looks like they might go for a gank on Vladimir. Udyr is kind of set it up there, but Irelia was pinging, telling Udyr, hey buddy, there is a ward there. Be very, very careful.
Let's see how farm is going bot. We've got Graves with 86 to Kog'Maw's 58, so not going well again down there. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. 30 CS difference already. Need to find a way to bring that back in. Kog'Maw's got to scale well into late game here if they're going to win.
It's fairly passive right now. The Dragon obviously did go to Teamless right now. This top, there's the death charge onto Irelia, forcing to burn her flash underneath her own tower. The Hemo Plague is going to go off. The Fizz ultimate just barely misses her, and she does not pick it up. Here he goes in on her. The Ignite, the Grievous Wound rather. They're going to pick up Irelia for nothing there. That Fizz just being all over the map at this point, just having a global presence. And that's something that you normally see Ahri doing because she has so much mobility with her ultimate. But now Fizz is saying, hey, who's mobile now?
Well, and interesting, this is almost like a tower dive comp. Like with Nautilus, Vlad, and Fizz, they can almost ignore towers. You know, Vlad can pool, Fizz can trickster, and Nautilus is just very naturally tanky and has, you know, dredge line to pull people out. They're going to be really good at getting people out of hiding behind towers.
Yeah, and Ahri may have just signed up for a fight that she definitely doesn't want to be in. The dredge line comes out, the trickster, and there is the... Oh, she barely gets away. Her Spirit Rush able to take her just out of harm's reach. That Fizz just showing so much mobility. He covers so much ground between his playful / trickster and his Urchin Strike. I didn't think he was going to make it in that fight with Nautilus engaging, but he did, and he showed his presence, and he brought Ahri to about 200 health, but she was able to get away.
Yeah, luckily that ult was blown fighting Wicked. Otherwise, Ahri probably would have gone down there because it would have just tracked.
And Wicked up top looks like he's going to go for a Wit's End to try to counter that Vlad just a little bit. That Fizz also getting very fed 2-0 right now. So Wit's End, a fantastic choice in most situations, and this is definitely one of them.
And looks like we may have something going down bottom. We've got 4 players from Teamless heading that way. Fizz may go back to mid here.
Yeah, it looks like Kog'Maw is just using his living artillery to check the brushes near blue buff. Sees nothing. They know that they're okay, but it looks like he's going to go back anyway. With his tower being pushed and potentially going down to this creep wave, let's see what happens. No, his creeps make it just in time. His tower lives with 7 health.
Up, nope. One more caster minion shot the tower.
Nope, there he goes. See, Fizz is going to, he's got the Sheen right now, probably going to build into a Lich Bane and just deal so much damage. He's going to be able to insta-give Ahri and Kog'Maw. Irelia is getting that tankiness, so is Udyr and Alistar, so he's got no such luck with them, but if you're able to burst down and one-shot Kog and Ahri, you're looking, you're sitting pretty.
Yeah, really impressive play here from Teamless, particularly from Fizz and Nautilus kind of combining on ganks here. Frogan might be in a little bit of trouble with Nautilus wrapping around behind. Oh, there's Alistar.
There's a Fizz ultimate onto him, and then there's the Urchin Strike. Fizz is taking a lot of damage here. Oh, he goes down so low, but the Janna ult just barely heals him enough to keep him alive. That last take of Ignite may have brought him down. Just very unfortunate for Frogan there to have Janna's ult just in range of Fizz. Right now, the headbutt knocking Nautilus over the wall, getting him out of harm's way. Unintentional, but it works. Up top, it looks like there's going to be a little bit of an exchange between Irelia and Vladimir. Don't quite know if he wants to tower dive this. He did use his Sanguine Pool early, so he doesn't have a way to avoid the tower hits. Udyr going to come onto him, forcing to blow his heal back up to full health very, very quickly, using those stacks of Tides of Blood to his advantage, increasing his healing by a percentage base. It's like 25%. At full stacks, I guess it's 100%.
Yep, and steal on blue here from Teamless.
30%. 30% is what I meant to say. And they know Dragon is up, I think, at 1509 or 1510.
Wow, and I don't see a single lane that is going particularly well for CLG here. They've already lost the tower at bot. Other 2 towers are almost gone, and they're down 4 kills, about 5,000 gold. Yeah, they really need to find a way to turn this around.
There's a depth charge and the exhaust down. She wants to flash over this wall potentially. No, she doesn't quite make it. All that CC, just too much to handle. The depth charge, the immobilize, the dredge line, the Janna tornado, just nothing that Ahri could do right there.
Yeah, very impressive play from Teamless. Again, just ganking so well.
and they're going to be able to take down this mid tower. Alistar's the only one there to even start to defend on it, and Tabs really wants that kill, but no, he decides against it once the dredge line misses the Alistar by just a hair. And this is where Teamless knows the Dragon Timer, so they definitely know it's up, so they're walking over there right now. Vladimir's very, very far away, so this could be a fight that they potentially don't want to have. They get the slow out on Alistar. He gets bursted down so hard, his ultimate barely keeps him alive. The collateral damage doesn't quite finish him off. The Janna ult healing just about everyone in that fight. Fizz almost goes down, lives with about 220 health, and Irelia able to get out of there. No, the transfusion of Vladimir, backdoor Vladimir coming to clean up this house. Let's see what he does. He's ghosted. He's coming around back of these players right here. Will he come in? Taking him a little bit of a while. He's going to go after Snoopy right now. He gets the Tides of Blood transfused. Doesn't quite take him down. Snoopy's living with about 150 health. It's a 2-on-1 situation right here. Let's see what he does. He gets charmed. His Sanguine Pool is not quite up. It's got about 2 seconds left. He drops the Hemo Plague, dealing additional damage to the Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw forced a blown heal to survive. But he goes down to the last Tides of Blood, and a fantastic Sanguine Pool underneath the Orb of Deception will keep him alive. But no, the Acathian surprise does take him down. Oh, the charm on the Fizz, and the Fizz goes down as well. Sad, sad day. So that was a great fight for CLG right there.
Yeah, I do believe they ended
and drawn out, but they got it in the end.
I mean, able to pick up Fizz there really made it worth it. Up until that, it was not going well for them. But picking up Fizz, that definitely made it worth it.
Most definitely. That was just a long, drawn-out fight that I didn't think was going in CLG's favor at first, but some well-timed flashes from Wicked and Crepo really saved their lives until the Vladimir came and cleaned them up at the end. But the other team was so split at that point, it didn't really matter. Also picking up Graves down bot. I apologize. Missed it.
Yeah, good job there. It was a really good job by Frogan being patient, waiting for Alistar to get there before he went in after Graves, because the extra Alistar CC basically was able to secure the kill.
CLG picking up that dragon. It'll be respawning at 2308. So now one dragon to one dragon. There's just still a 6k gold difference, however, in the advantage of Teamless. They've got 4 towers to 0 towers, and they're up 4 kills as well. So looking like another even game. I'm excited to see how this one pans out, because we know before that CLG was further behind than this, and they ended up making it a very close game. So we'll see what they can do with this small lead that Teamless has. They make catches with Alistar here. The Trickster comes out in the Urchin Strike. They're going to burst him down very, very quickly. The Dredge Line pulls Crepo right back into the fight. Will he go down here? His ultimate is not quite up to use it, so he does go down. Actually, his ultimate was up. He just decided not to use it. He wanted to save it for a rainy day. The tower dive from Vladimir. He's going to go down from the Kog'Maw, but Fizz is going to be able to clean him up. The Acathian surprise isn't going to do quite enough damage this time to clean up the Fizz, so he's going to live to fight another day.
Good job there by Yellow Pete being able to pick up Vladimir. It kind of makes up for some of the other losses they took. I mean, not really, but you want to salvage anything you can from a fight like that. Oh, and Snube in trouble here. Everybody onto him. Gonna go down. I don't know if Frogan's going to be able to make up for this. He's going to go on to try and get... Oh, the ult is up. This could be problematic if he's got more... Oh, going to turn off. He had both of them. Yeah, that Fizz is pretty scary, though.
Spirit Rush. He used all 3.
And that Fizz was scary. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be able to catch anything here. That's unfortunate. Both of them just barely getting out of that fight.
Fizz is going to do work on his own blue buff to secure that for himself. It looks like CLG is pinging Baron right now. I don't know if that quite means that they're if they're going to try to pick it up. No, they're just warding it. They're saying, hey, ward this thing. This game, 6 kills, advantage of Teamless.
Yep,
CLG
and a
falling
7k gold lead. That's where it becomes really telling, the towers and the gold lead. Because you can have the extra kills, with the other team's been able to make up for it with dragons or towers, they can stay in there. But 7k gold and 4 towers, that really is telling. That's going to be hard to deal with. Yep,
and this is we saw Kog'Maw do a similar build last game. He doesn't have the Wriggles this time. He went for another Doran's Blade. He does have the Phantom Dancer that he wants to put out that percentage-based damage against a tanky team. like Nautilus and Vladimir. He wasn't quite able to do it as many times as he would have liked to last game, but maybe this time his team can do a little bit better job. Between Irelia, Udyr, and Alistar, I think they have a little bit better tank wall than they did last game. So we'll see how that plays out in the late game. Kog'Maw pushing top, forced to recall now that they're pressuring this mid tower. Looks like they're just going to pull off. Teamless doesn't quite want to engage under that turret. Now that Wicked is coming in from behind, they saw that. Kog'Maw staying around just for a little bit longer to take down that top tower now.
Yeah, and it is a good job, able to at least secure a tower, kind of take something out of that, and the team was able to defend without him. If they'd pushed with all 5 there, that really could have become a problem, but it looks like now we have Fizz going to cut him off. No, Fizz stopping at red.
He did miss that living artillery, so Fizz, he got a little bit of view into that brush, and I think he probably saw Fizz trying to take his red buff, but it looks like Kog's going to try to stop this. Let's see what happens. Oh, he doesn't quite get it with that living artillery. The trickster over the wall is going to keep Fizz safe. So he goes in without a red buff and leaves with one.
Yep, we're going to see if they can bring anything. Going into the jungle here, trying to find somebody, trying to pick something off, but Fizz is going to make it back to base just fine.
Kog'Maw's got his Phantom Dancer. He's got 139 CS. Looks like they want to catch this Nautilus here. He's slightly out of position. This would be a 4-on-2 engage. Oh no, Janna and Graves are coming out. This is going to be a 4-on-5 situation. A 4-on-4 situation, rather. Irelia is very far out of the way. There goes the pummel, the pulverize, rather. Kog'Maw does go down. Alistar gets very, very low. His ultimate is able to keep him alive. The Acathian Surprise takes down Janna from the grave. The Dredgeline hits a random Udyr in a brush. I don't think he was expecting that. He wanted to get that Ahri. And that's going to allow, it looks like them both to get away. The Playful Stricture, will the Urchin strike? The ultimate barely misses Ahri's backside. Not quite able to stick to her, but oh man, Tab still wants this, and he's able to take her down with a great Ignite and a fantastic pull from the Nautilus.
Yeah, good dredge line there, able to pull him back in. And that was what I said, you know, Ahri's got great mobility and can get away, but when she does get pulled, especially with the damage onto Fizz now, it's just over.
Yeah, he's got that Lich Bane and a needlessly large rod that I'm sure he's building into either a Death Cap or a Zanya's, of course. I would prefer the Death Cap at this point because he's just not taking enough. He's not enough danger to really warrant a Zanya. He just gets in there underneath their own tower and is able to take down that Alistar who blew his ult just a second ago. This is going to be a 3-on-3 fight here, but it looks like Teamless is a little bit low and don't quite want to engage on this. CLG was trying to chase with a purpose, but they decided to peel off and go save the top tower instead. Vladimir picking up a Death Cap. Vladimir's got a Death Cap and a Will of the Ancients, which is really helping him, and also Fizz out. Udyr doesn't even have his Wit's End. He's got the Heart of Gold and the Philo Stone. He's 0-1-2 with 81 CS. That's slightly unfortunate. He should have enough gold now. Yes, I think he's going to go back and buy that Wit's End with his 720 gold, and he does that. So Udyr, 23 minutes, getting his first big real item of a Wit's End. Not the best game for Snoopy right now.
No, not really. Now we do see pretty good job there from Frogan using the flash. You know, didn't escape the ult. You're never going to escape the Nautilus ult, but by the time it did hit him, then his team was there to help, and Teamless was not comfortable engaging at that point, so was able to save himself. Really, really good ward coverage from Teamless. They can see pretty much everything CLG.EU does, especially now that there's no oracles up, and they're just going to be able to come in and pick them off.
Here comes Nautilus leading the charge. They have the vision on the Alistar trying to back there. The Playful Trickster trying to gain a little bit of distance. Using that Oracle on Nautilus to pick up that ward. Ahri goes down in mid so fast I didn't even really have a chance to see it. That was just a quick death. Now they're going to siege this turret. Wicked doing as best as he can to keep them at bay with his Transcendent Blades, but that is just, it's barely scratching this tanky team that Teamless has here.
And looks like Teamless could be pushing it. I don't know if they'll go for the win here, but they could definitely take down another tower.
Yeah. They've got 12 seconds now till Ahri comes back. There's a Hemoplague down onto Kog'Maw. He's trying to keep his distance with that max range by Arcane Barrage. Udyr is going to go down here. Fizz also falls, which is a lot of damage. A nice collateral damage from Graves at max range. Is able to take down the Kog'Maw. Ahri just spawned, so she's ready to get in the fight at full health. Alistar goes down as well. No, the Janna knocks him back, but one last shot from Graves does kill the Alistar, and now they're kind of baiting keeping this Ahri at bay. She wants to chase on this, though. This is what she wants. There's 3 players of Teamless at low health. She used her ultimate, hits all 3 with it, but she goes down so fast, not even able to pick any of them. Nautilus may not go down, lives with 35 health. And this is going to be game if they can do this in the next 5 seconds. Udyr, the only one up right now. Anguish very low. They may want to pull off here. Yeah, they're not going to throw yet. They don't want to risk it. If they were to get killed, like 2 to 3 people killed right now, that would be a counter Baron for CLG, and that could really turn the tides of this game.
Yeah, and you got the turret down. You ace the other team. There's a point where you just don't want to get greedy anymore. Go back, spend all the money you just earned, and then go push for the win. They can pretty much force a Baron fight here whenever they want. And they should be very confident doing so at this point. So CLG is really going to have to take advantage on like a major mistake. It's going to have to be something major for them to pull themselves back into this.
Yeah, and people saying in chat, thank you Wolverine for letting us know that this is why they banned Fizz that first game. Tabs just doing such a great display. He is going to come in on this Irelia and take her down very, very easily. Yes, she's going to go down. And this is not good for CLG. Teamless now has the opportunity to Throne or Baron. It's really their call. Looks like they're going to push these super minions into the enemy base, put a little pressure on them, possibly move down to the bot. But no, it looks like they're just going to siege this turret instead. The ultimate comes out and Fizz misses the Kog'Maw by just a hair. He is going to Earth Strike and Zanyas. He did indeed go for Zanyas, so it was smart on his part. He is going to almost take down this Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw flashes into his own fountain to save his life. Alistar is going to go down to that Hemo Plague, and so will Udyr, and that should be game. Teamless is going to take this second game 2-0 against CLG.EU. CLG.EU being knocked out of this Reign of Gaming International Invitational.
Yeah, and there's going to be a little fighting here still around the Nexus, but oh wow, Froken going down in his own fountain. That will end it here. 2 very solid games from Teamless. CLG.EU, a great team, one we really expected to go far in this event, so a great upset from Teamless, very, very good play. I'm excited to see what they're going to bring to future events, like what they're going to bring to the next few rounds here. They will be in their next round. Let me pull up the